Hi, I'm Richard. I'm here at the Genius Bar at VMworld 2009. I'm standing here next to Steve Herrod. He did our keynote this morning and has been talking here with people who are attendees at the Genius Bar. This morning you were talking about performance with virtual machines and you were showing quite some impressive performances. When will virtual machines start running faster than physical machines?
Yeah, it's been a great conference here in France. This morning I showed some great things about performance. We showed database scores that were just incredible, where we had more than 8 processors running together and really nailing online transaction processing. But what's more interesting in a performance standpoint has been our view of how we use multi-core technologies. And just recently we announced a record score for SpecWeb 2005, which is a measure of how you do web server performance. We trounced all physical deployments of the SpecWeb scores. Last year in France, actually, we announced how we had outperformed native deployments of Exchange as well. And this all has to do with using virtual machines to break up software that doesn't scale to take advantage of those big servers.
So every time we come to France, we break new records with our virtual machines.
That's right. Looking forward to next year's record, too.
So one of the new products announced at the show is VMware vCenter Heartbeat. Can you tell us a little bit what that is about?
Yeah, it's really cool. So what Heartbeat does is it monitors vCenter Server, which is really what manages all of your nice virtual infrastructure. And Heartbeat's designed to be a very application-aware heartbeating technology. It watches all the critical components of the application, and if something fails, it'll automatically bring up a secondary vCenter server, so you're ready to go without interruption.
So great that we make a product to protect virtual center, vCenter, but why would we not use our own technology like VMware HA or Futoland for something like that?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I've got that a few times. So with VMware vCenter HA and with fault tolerance, we're able to protect from hardware failures. And a lot of people do run their virtual center server in virtual machines, which do gain from those protections. 2 big reasons for this, though. One, people like to run Heartbeat because it's very application aware. HA and fault tolerance will protect you when hardware fails. The Heartbeat product will actually watch all the components and the processes that make up vCenter Server, and if the database or the update manager fail, we'll restart it, even if the hardware is still safe. And the second reason is that not everybody wants to run their vCenter Server within a virtual machine. Sometimes they like to separate where things are going for a variety of reasons. In this case, we need a solution for a physical deployment of vCenter Server.
So one of the other things that we're seeing a lot here today is, of course, not just server virtualization solutions, but desktop virtualization solutions. And one of the key things I heard you talk about this morning is that we can do high-definition graphics over desktops, this PC over IP. What's happening there? How much bandwidth would I need if I want to run a normal office over PC over IP?
Yeah, the desktop as a whole is very exciting for us, and what we're trying to do is provide the best user experience, whether you're over the WAN, over the LAN, or even as we announced yesterday, whether you're using some of the nice Intel hardware to run locally on a laptop. So PC over IP is our approach to making sure we have a great user experience over the network. And one of the great features about this is exactly what you allude to. We're in a world where you could have a lot of different desktops attaching to their servers, and you want to make sure that you don't hog the network. But at the same time, when you do have available bandwidth, you want to get the best possible user experience for high-definition video or 3D graphics. So one of the really important parts of this protocol that we're working on is variable bandwidth usage. Yeah, so our overall goal is to provide you the best possible user experience with the network bandwidth that we're allowed to use.
That sounds really great. I hope I can get one of those devices on my desktop soon, so I can run cool applications. Well, thank you very much, Steve, for coming here at the Genius Bar, and I hope you enjoy VMworld.
Yeah, thanks very much, Richard. It's been a pleasure.